Wow, it's so empty in here. Where is everybody? Alright, I guess this is the new norm. Now that churches are closed, I suggest we talk about God. Isn't it funny how that now churches are closed, people seem to have gotten closer to God? I know it's because of the COVID crisis, but maybe just the more we close churches, the closer we would get a snapshot of God up close. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not saying that church is not important. In fact, the church is the only object upon earth upon which God rests his supreme regard. But I want yourself to ask a question. Now that churches are closed, where do we find God? Now that churches are closed, shall we suppose that heaven is closed? Maybe let me help you a bit. So, I was in the middle of recording a broadcast for our church. Now that churches are closed and we're doing everything online, a thought came to me, and if you heard anything in this poem, this would be the punchline. As I walked into the church, the place was dark, the pews were empty, the silence was too loud, I could almost hear my thoughts. And that got me thinking, isn't it painful for God too? Does he enjoy dwelling in the emptiness of space? Doesn't he get bored with the silence and darkness? Do we really think the omnipresent, potent, omniscient God dwells in buildings, or does he dwell in people? Or if God was interested in pews, puppets, and palace, why did he create people? The wisest said, "Heaven of heavens cannot contain thee." So why do we seem to put God in a building all the time instead of allowing him to build us? What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own? Now, I'm not a theologian, but allow me to expound on this thought. It doesn't say that the Spirit dwells in buildings with puppets and pews. The Spirit dwells none elsewhere but inside of you. So yes, churches may be closed, but make sure your heart is still open, because church is not that building. Church is hearts joined together in unity and faith.